Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So here we are, 8 days out, which seems absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts to me. I am just at Premier Gym in Colville, and I'm just about to do some posing practice. Today is a rest day. It actually feels like it's been a really hard day, to be honest. I feel like this week, the last 2 weeks have actually been really hard. We are going to head back in a bit after I've done this, and I think what I'll do is sit down with Mark, and he can have a little input into how like the last 2 weeks has been, because it's been really difficult from a standpoint of PMDD, and I think I'm out of that now. Well, I am out of that now, but now I feel like the 2 rice cakes per day, obviously with protein, veg and stuff like that, it is definitely starting to hit me now. And like I've seen quite big drops in like energy and just my general like, I don't know how to word it. I'm going to say like patience, brain cells. Just like, I guess, you know, like at the back end of prep, if you've done a contest prep, you'll understand what I mean. Like, so just talking gets quite difficult some days. It's not every day, mind, like it's not. And generally, like I'm quite a happy go kind of person and things are good. But yeah, today I feel like I could just sit in a corner and just be quiet, to be honest. But it's good because you guys get to see obviously like the real and the raw side of things. So yeah, I am here to do some posing. But something that shows me like where I'm at in terms of how tired and fatigued my body really is, and it's TMI, too much information for sure, but this is a reality and this is what kind of happens on prep. But I've had like not great digestion. Like I say, it's Friday and it is like 3:15 in the afternoon, and like I haven't been to the toilet since Wednesday at like 6:30 a.m. Like, so that's quite a long time. And obviously, like, I don't know, when I film YouTubes and do anything, you know, content wise, whatever, you kind of like want to look your best, right? But I don't really feel it, to be honest. So showing you like my physique at like 8 days out, how I don't feel my best is a bit like, but again, like I'm here, I need to practice my posing. The main thing that I'm going to kind of work on today is something I saw on Jennifer Dory's YouTube, and that's when she puts the Olympia on and poses, picks someone on stage and poses to what like the judges say. And I've been doing this for a little while before I got like struck quite badly with PMDD, where I will go into in a bit. But I was doing this basically just to build up my stage stamina, yeah, because it's all very well like being able to hold your pose for your check-in, but the judges want you to pose for a long time sometimes. And like I have found in previous years, like when I've hit my front pose, I start like getting out of breath and my stomach starts to like go like in and out, and like I just want to make sure that I like really hold that. So I think it's good because every time I have been practicing, I'm generally like post-workout or post-cardio in the morning, which is obviously when I'm a bit tired. So it is like normally harder to hold the poses, but I think that must be conditioning me a little bit better. So I think today will be pretty hard because I feel really inflamed. I feel really tired, and I just want to be in bed. But we move. We've got 8 days, and like I say, I want to bring my best. So yeah, I'm going to get changed and basically just keep going from front to back to front to back. So I'll catch you guys in a biz. So considering what I said about not going to the toilet, my stomach doesn't feel too bad. I think that's when you know you're lean. My physique at the moment is like the flattest it has been. Like we're meant to be here. Like we've been pushing for the last like obviously 20 weeks, but the last like couple of weeks been really trying to get my glutes like in a little bit sharper. They have come in like a lot. I am still intrigued to see what they'll look like, obviously once we've put a little bit of food in me, and obviously once expenditure is pulled, because my legs feel so heavy. So I know that like it will tighten up from the rear and stuff once obviously we've gone through that process. So yeah, but I'm generally really happy. So yeah, I'm just gonna hit some poses. Basically, I'm gonna pick someone in the lineup and I'm just gonna keep on doing rounds and rounds of posing, and it really floors me. But again, like, yeah, I don't want to be out of breath and I want to be conditioned. So let's not do the individuals. I'm going to just start it from here and hope for the best. They've walked off stage now and the next lot are coming on, I think. So I'll just keep picking someone and just keep going round and round. Oh my days. Cool. That is enough posing for one day. Yeah, that is to be fair. I feel like a right melt. All I've done is complain. But yeah, I don't know. It's been a really, really hard push. And as much as a lot of this prep has been like relatively easy, like I definitely feel like the last 2 weeks have been harder. Like I say, we'll go back home, have a little sit down talk, and you can hear some of it from Mark's perspective as well, because I think that'll be interesting and not just me moaning. He's going to be like, what's she moaning about? No, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to get changed and go home. So yeah, to be honest, generally I'm quite happy. Seeing as I am so flat, I think we're like in condition, ready to fill out. And I am liking like the shapes that I've got, which is quite nice. Like the lines in my glutes have come quite a lot, and I know I'm still fatigued. So back home from posing now, just grabbed Mark. He's probably really, really happy to be on
Your
camera.
hands are really cold.
I know I am cold.
What have you been doing, posing outside?
Yeah, you just got back from Aldi, haven't you? Sent him to do the shopping today. I normally do it, or we do it. So, was it hard? Are you okay?
To be fair, it's a new Audi, so a new layout. So what should probably take about 20 minutes, probably took me about half an hour, and it was really busy because it's a Friday as well. So keeping your steps down, getting my steps up, so helped out where I could.
Basically, because my steps have been reduced from 16k to 10k today. But yeah, anyway, I just thought that I wanted to kind of get your perspective of how the last 2 weeks have gone.
You sure you want to get this on camera?
Because like obviously I always speak about how I struggle with PMDD, but I feel like I had one of the worst times with PMDD in a while. What do you think? How's it been and stuff?
Yeah, she had one of the worst times. That's nothing more to really.
That's it. Okay, thank you for watching, guys.
No, on a sort of serious note, I would definitely say that last week was probably one of the hardest weeks for me to even watch as well, in terms of energy and drive and motivation to even do the day. It was definitely not what it would be normally. There was one point last week when we was out getting some steps. We was doing food shopping together, and you only came because you needed to get steps, wanted to get your steps up. And I actually messaged Meg, sent a picture of her. She was literally sitting in the car, head against the window, looking like she's about to pass out. And I generally don't get involved when it comes to prep and Kerry's coaches, because I just don't think it's my place to do that. But I think at that moment in time when I was looking at how you was feeling, you also needed to still train a lower session that day. It was just at that point I thought you probably need to take a step back now for your body to reset, probably get a little fresher if that was even possible at that point, just so you can move forwards from there. So Meg, I think, did instruct you to like lower your steps and everything from there. But the main point here is last week you weren't yourself, and if you could have, I would say, lock yourself in the room for the whole week, I generally think you would have done that, but you didn't, because one, you still want to commit to your prep, which you've been doing all the way through. You've got a business to run as well, and you've got clients to get back to, which is something you always say. Even though you're feeling the way you're feeling, I've still got a responsibility for my clients. And I'm sure your clients probably don't even realise.
I can hide behind my phone, can't I?
Yeah,
hey, babe.
because you're
But inside, I'm like,
still getting back to them. Workouts, I think it was last week Friday again, when you did legs, and Meg said maybe just don't go in, like do your full session, maybe change your order around a little bit so you still do your session. But there was moments in that session where you was literally had your head in your hands, and I don't know, you was definitely what I would say in the trenches. But we know prep's hard, and prep's never going to be easy towards the back end of prep. But when I think you throw PMDD into the mix as well, which obviously really, really hit you hard last week, and then you're closer to the show, you start thinking about, am I ready? You got all these different thoughts. It then does become a lot more difficult. But you've got through it.
yeah.
I would say that if you weren't using the HRT, I would probably still say that this could have been how can I put it, a rougher
Even
journey
worse.
or
Yeah.
process, not just for a period of a week, but for longer. I
Yeah.
know at different points you use progesterone and different things there to help to go through it. But I think if you still didn't have that support of HRT, I still think you would have found this prep even more difficult going through.
I really think so as well. Yeah, it from like my perspective, like it was actually awful, like terrible, the other week, and I think there was even one night where I was on like maybe 13 or 14k steps out of 16, and literally I was like, no, not even fussed, like not even fussed about getting them, and like in my right mind, like that is not me. I tick like every single box with intent, and he was like, come on, like we're going out to get steps.
Can I just add, I already had my steps, what
I
I
was
needed,
waiting
because
for that.
I was organised for the day. But I just didn't want to see you miss. And I know that if you didn't go and get
It
those
would have made
extra
me
steps,
guilty,
you would
or
have felt like, I haven't done enough
yeah,
getting on stage. And all the way through, even when you've not been feeling good, you've been doing what's needed to get yourself in that best
yeah.
possible position. So
But yeah, I truly felt like just jacking it all in. To be honest, it's just bizarre. Obviously, I've spoken about it in other YouTubes of how low it makes me feel. Like I have a really good life, which I'm really grateful for. Good people in it. You know, just a good life. And it literally feels like my whole world is like turned upside down and something really awful has happened. And I think sometimes like I don't really want to like be here, and it'd probably be easier not to, and like in my right mind that's absolutely not me. Like I'm a bit of an energy ball normally and pretty positive and just do stuff like, you know, and yeah, so it was really tough. And I think it was tough because I had, before that week, I had been really unwell as well. So then it was kind of like unwell, kind of got a bit better, and then PMDD hit. And it felt to me a little bit in my head. And I feel like I've been in a bit in my head because I've sort of felt like Meg couldn't push me when I was unwell. She couldn't really push me when like I was so slammed with fatigue from PMDD. And then it was kind of like, okay, and now all of a sudden we've got like, when I kind of came out of this, it was kind of like we've got 10 days like left, but I know 7 of them is like we've got to pull back. So I think I was sort of looking at my physique thinking like I'm not ready, and like all these thoughts and stuff like that. So it's, yeah, I would say it's obviously every prep has its challenges, but I feel like it has actually the last few weeks been quite like hard, but I'm happy with what I've seen today, posing, and I feel like things are going to come together. I'm happy in terms of the physique, especially seeing it flat, because I know once we start to fill out, and I'm on sub like 1,000 calories right now, so I know I am literally at the flattest. So I know once we start to fill out, and the muscle starts to fill out and push against the skin, and you know the skin gets tighter from water dropping and carbohydrates and all that sort of cool stuff. I'm positive that we'll see what like I want to see once we drop fatigue as well. So I think for me now, it's kind of, I'm glad PMDD is passed at the right time. I can get my mind straight and we can start to just relax into the next 8 days. So yeah, I think that's probably everything right now that I've got to kind of say.
should I carry on
You can
unpacking
carry
this
on.
shopping,
Oh, you can
or
carry on. Yeah, you go and
yeah?
unpack. But no, yeah, thank
No, but
you
I would just
for
add
everything, because I don't think I
on
could make it through
just add
without you.
on top of that is that I think because you've got such a focus for wanting to bring your best to the stage this year as well, I would confidently say since you've turned pro, you've, even when you got your third place finish, I would
Yeah,
still think that you've not reached the level you want to reach.
I haven't
And I
displayed
think
my best on
the
stage.
conversations we've had through the off season and through this entire prep now, it's always been focused on, I want to bring my very best. And I think that's been portrayed in the whole of your off season and also now going into prep. And even when it's been those days, because it's not just last week, there's been different periods during prep when PMDs actually hit you pretty hard, you've still been thinking with a mindset, I've still got to bring my best. I think even last week when you was doing your RDLs, did you hit like what was it, 30, what was it? What was the weight?
32.5 for like 14
32.5.
reps. So.
And your mindset is, if I stay strong, I'm going to keep that muscle. And even when you're like literally feeling the way you're feeling, we call it carry reps, you just still finds this other level, and it's to be admired really, because like, I don't know, when I'm on prep and I'm at the back end of prep, I know that it feels hard, but feeling how you're feeling back end of prep mixed in with PMDD, I think that takes a different kind of, how can I put it, animal inside you still to be able to push on and get to where you need to be. And I think, I said it all along, I still think you're going to land and you're going to display your best this year. So you need to stop stressing.
I do believe it. I do believe it from what I've seen today as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I think we can call that a wrap. We've waffled on
You've
for a
not
little
got
bit.
a wrap, you've not got enough carbs for a wrap.
That's not even funny. Right. You can go and sort your own food out. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks for your support. Please like, share and subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you guys soon.